There are no programmers in 5 years.
There are no programmers in 5 years.
Whether we burn 500 million a year or 5 billion or 50 billion a year, I don't care. We're making AGI.
We're making AGI.
Fired.
Yesterday, as always, I had no idea what I was doing. Then a 19-year-old boy came to me and said, "Hey dude, I have been learning to code for 6 months, but for the past few months, I have lost all my motivation." After talking to him, I got to know that this dude wanted to become a software developer. But deep down, he was horrified because some GPU guy said,
"Nobody has to program. Everybody in the world is now a programmer."
There used to be a time when programmers were a rare species, but now this field is overflowing with a lot of programmers. Despite the pain that we go through daily, like being horrified by layoffs, launching new JS frameworks daily, lots of errors, back pain, imposter syndrome, carpal tunnel, macular degeneration, social quarantine, bad looks, and horrible health, our species somehow managed to survive. But forced by habit, we software engineers got so obsessed with optimizing that we began to optimize ourselves out of the industry and gave birth to AI. Now, a lot of flashy-looking guys are shouting that it will crush all the software developers. I'm generally pretty numb and desensitized about these kinds of kidney-touching claims, because I have been listening to all this crap since I started to learn to code. But this is the first time these claims have caught my attention because they say, all you'd need is just one dude with an ass in the seat to go over and verify the code, and you can knock out 95% of software engineers. I mean, who are we actually talking about, guys? We're talking about one of the most intelligent species on planet Earth. Real programmers are not replaceable, and even if they are, they're smart enough to find new job markets. And if even they can't find new jobs, then it simply means we have eliminated all jobs in all sectors, and now it's time to indulge in infinite pleasure. So if AI replaces programmers, then programmers will simply replace others. It means it is not programmers who are in danger, it's those who will be replaced by programmers. Everyone will be a coder, is what people were saying when high-level languages like C++, Java, Python, etc. came along. Being a programmer is not some get-rich-quick scheme. It's a really tough and challenging job. Most people will be horrified just by these weird-looking symbols, and they talk about everybody being a programmer. I agree that the era of mediocre developers is over, but the era of even more mediocre developers is coming. I think in the next 5 to 10 years, AI will just give rise to a lot of clown developers, so those who are hardcore developers will have a huge advantage. For example, a lot of girls have been capitalizing on simps for a long time, which is a known fact. Some programmers observed this human behavior and saw it as an opportunity. They launched their AI girlfriends and AI influencers inspired by them, which are making $100,000 a month. This is the best example of how AI can make programmers' lives easy, and this is just one example. The way people are using AI scares me more than AI itself. So don't be afraid of AI. Just see it as an opportunity and use it. One more reason that makes me believe that AI can't replace real programmers is, just think about it. Who is a programmer? A programmer is just an introverted nobody, and if we set aside the top most famous filthy rich programmers, then most programmers are just some geeky, seeky, introverted nobodies with everlasting imposter syndrome. They keep staring at a computer screen almost all the time without having any idea of what they are doing. Basically, they are already a living AI. So how can an artificial AI replace a living AI? But does it mean AI won't affect developers at all? No, I haven't said that. I just said that AI is not a complete replacement for real software developers. A lot of people are just horrifying students by saying all software developers are going to be completely wiped out. With AI, everyone will be able to code, and when everyone is a coder, no one will be. But I'm like, everyone can write, but not everyone can write books, bro. So when talking about AI, we are missing a lot of nuances. And when it comes to building a full-stack production-ready application, there are so many nuances that I can't even tell you. In fact, writing code is the last part of it, and people will always want better and new products. That's exactly why programmers will never be obsolete. How many of you see or use the web interface from 1990? No one, huh? Nobody wants to use old and second-best things. That's why things will always be improving, and who will improve them? Obviously developers. When things improve, people will want better UIs, better applications. That's why the demand for developers will always be there. It's just that the bar has increased. So far, normal developers have been creating great and interesting things. But now with AI, developers will be able to create miraculous things. But wait, what is this?
You are fired.